guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Claire. I don't go into videos wanting to talk negatively about things. I just feel like I keep getting betrayed and hurt by things that I used to love. Or I mean, I still love, but by the people who created the things that I love. Hey baby, hey baby. Stop, no, sorry. He's so confused because there's a camera in the way now. As you guys might know from my channel, I am a huge Avatar: The Last Airbender fan. I'm like obsessed. I mean, I have all the DVDs. I watched Korra Live, which I also love, especially book 3 and 4. I've seen the series somewhere between 15 to 18 times, like completed. I have an Avatar: Last Airbender tattoo on my back. I'm a really devoted fan. I love fan art. I love fan fiction. I love just watching the series and rewatching the series. I feel like it has only gotten better since I've grown older. So as you may or may not have heard, Netflix is going to be putting out a live action Avatar: The Last Airbender series. And the thing that gives people pause is that the original creators, Mike and Brian, which I refer to as Bryke, are going to be working on the series with them. What I can gather from the fandom, and when I say the fandom, I mean the like Instagram accounts, because I don't use Facebook, I don't use Twitter, I don't have a Tumblr, I don't have a Reddit. So these are the opinions and the feedback that I'm going off of. So maybe I'm completely wrong. Definitely leave your impressions of the situation down below in the comments just to help me out to get a handle of what people are actually thinking. But there seems to be a hesitative optimism, mainly because Bryke is going to be working on it. I'm offended. I am just flat out kind of appalled. Honestly, I always thought very highly of Bryke and their decisions when it comes to this like incredible series and world that they created, and I always felt that there was a lot of love and passion and just integrity behind it. But something about this really does not sit well with me. One, just the fact that it's not animated. Part of the thing that I love about the original series and Korra and the graphic novels is that they're drawn. It's watching art come to life. I mean, they're just so beautiful. And I mean, I guess with this live action thing, nearly everything's going to have to be CGI, from the animals to the bending to the places that they're going to. So I guess it's going to be animated in that sense, but I don't really like a lot of heavy duty CGI. I just feel like I can tell it's fake. And the fact that it's going to be a TV series too, I don't know if you've watched a lot of heavy CGI TV series. Once Upon a Time comes to mind. Generally doesn't look that good. So then I also wonder, okay, are they gonna have to, because the nice thing with animation too is that you can go as big as your imagination and storytelling will let you. So the fights can be as complex, the animals can be as weird, the places can be as spectacular as you and your team can make it. Where if you're dealing with more of a intense budget and all this like CGI, it just makes me worry that also there will have to be a lot of cuts, like cut back on the bending or the fighting, cut back on just the world building in general, because they're not going to have the money or the time to CGI all of this stuff. I also think it is just a harder barrier to entry. For me anyway, that, I mean, I say that, and things like Star Wars and Marvel movies are huge, and those things are practically all CGI, so maybe this is just a me thing, but like I said earlier, I can tell like it just comes off so obvious to me that it's fake. Where in the animation world, I'm just there. I'm just accepting the story as it is. I don't have to be like, ooh, that looks like a green screen, like that looks bad. That all makes me nervous. And I feel like it's a weird slight to animation too. And Bryke are animators. Like they went to art school for animation, have worked in the animation industry their entire careers. So it's just weird to me that, like, oh, our original animated series wasn't good enough. I just hate that feeling. Like, oh, this original thing wasn't good enough because it wasn't live action. We need to make it live action, then it will be good. And I'm not saying that's necessarily what they're saying either, but it's like, okay, why not just make a new story? I would still be a little off-put by the fact that it's not animated, but if it was just a brand new Avatar, either the one after Korra or one way before Aang, or maybe the 100 years between Aang and Roku, I don't know. But the fact that it's just going to be a retelling of this series that's only like 12 years old or something, and like I said, completely holds up. Like, it does not feel or look dated at all, which I mean, it's just a testimony to how incredible of a show and of a story it is. And I don't know, there's just something that's a little bit offensive to me as a fan, that they feel the need to retell an already perfect story. So I hear that people are more excited about it because Bryke is involved. I mean, I'm sure people were excited about the Star Wars prequels because they heard George Lucas was writing and directing, but we all know how those turned out and how they're still turning out. Some things are just fine the way they are. You know, you had Korra, you have the graphic novels. I love the universe. I would love to spend more time in the universe, but not like this. Something about this feels very wrong and like a cash grab. I mean, that is genuinely what it feels like. It feels like they're saying, well, rewriting new characters and a new Avatar would be so much work, and animation is so much work. So let's just do live action and retell the same already perfect story, you know, and just rake in that Netflix money. That's what it feels like to me. And that's just super disappointing because I always kind of had pride in the fact that, like, oh, the creators, the showrunners of the series that I'm really into, of the thing that, like, I kind of really connect to my identity a little bit, they didn't cash out. They're not out there like branding anything and everything they can with Avatar images and Avatar pops and Avatar collectibles, and Hot Topic has an Avatar section, because, and this isn't necessarily anybody's fault, but I do find that when a property becomes so big and mass marketed and just put on everything, it can just be too much, too fast. People get sick of the property, and this is something that's really, really special to me and a lot of the people who are fans of the animated series. I'm just worried that they're kind of going to be abusing it now. Yeah, maybe you had love for this world once, but now you're more in love with the money that this world can produce. So, we'll see. Also, just as it being an animated series is very iconic, the voice actors are extremely iconic. The main cast, especially between Aang, Katara, Sokka, Toph, Zuko, are, I mean, those are incredibly distinct voices and personalities. And this is part of the reason where I'm just like, why are you retelling the same story? There's just no need. That I feel, it's like, just, like, how are you going to replace these people? How are you going to replace these personalities? Who are you going to find that can, I don't even like to think about somebody trying to reenact these characters. It's because it's just like not possible, at least not in my mind. I could be proven wrong. I could end up eating these words, but I don't think I will. I think this is a bad idea and a mistake, and is kind of definitely making me second guess the integrity of these creators, and it's just extremely disappointing. That all being said, no matter what this series is, no matter what comes of it, ooh, this hair is wild. No matter what happens with this new live action series, which I hope is canceled before it even begins, my heart is forever devoted and so thankful that I'm able to watch and continue to consume the original series and all its glory, and it really is just one of the best, just not even like TV series, just one of the best stories that I've ever been a part of, and I love it, and my heart is just filled with love for it, and that can never be taken away or tampered, so I just have to remind myself of that. But you guys should definitely let me know how you feel about it. Do you have a lot more hope than I do about this reboot? Are you also kind of offended about it? What are your opinions about this whole thing? Leave it down in the comments below. Give this video a like if you want me to keep talking about this subject, or just Avatar in general. I can always find time to talk about Avatar. And subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!